Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 12 of my Burgundy campaign here in Hearthfire for the New Order, where we've got a lot of things going on. We're mostly, even though we have a ton going on right now, we're actually mostly just waiting for my political power to get up so I can start messing around in South Africa. But I guess in the meantime, let's keep shutting down the schools, non-stop shutting down of schools. I'm not sure this poverty relief is actually helping each time I do it. Unexpected setback. Yeah, that was pretty expected, actually. I'm just gonna keep trying. Let's try... No, the cameras are a stupid idea. Let's sift through their garbage! Do you see what I'm saying here? Sift through their garbage! Alright, what's this? Final moves. In every game of chess, there must be a conclusion as the pieces are knocked down and the pawns run thin. The king knows that it must make a decisive move for victory, else the king shall join the fallen pawns. Similarly, all wars must end as men die and resources are expended. Even the greatest of conquerors grows tired of combat. The South African War winds down and a conclusion is inevitable, yet there are still measures to be taken to ensure that we secure ourselves a favorable conclusion. Our man in Africa, Hans Huttig, holds the key. Y'all know how Huttig be. Alright. Maybe we could do some of this increased intelligence gathering stuff, but I think that that's going to cost me political power. No, it hurts my weekly stability. Or no, yeah, this is going to hurt war support, political power gain. Yeah, I don't like any of these. Leave them be. Langmark is revolting, and they're also up in the arms. Divine Mandate of Siberia has defeated the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet in a war. I'll tell you, it just never does jack. They just sit there and die. I've never seen them even really give a serious attempt at winning. Siberia will win. Cheetah will win. I think when I was once messing around, I don't think this one's recorded, but I was just playing on my own. I think I once saw Soblin win, not counting when I did it. Yeah, the world watches with bated breath. So Siberia, we might see one where the Divine Mandate actually wins, which I've never seen before. Look, Samara is doing very well against the West Russian Revolutionary Front. Looks like they got yet another encirclement, and that's dead. So, gosh, the difference in... Yeah, the West Russians only have 5 divisions left. They're going to lose. That's really cool. I've never seen Samara win. I don't actually know anything about them at all. Unexpected setback from Eichmann. I'm just going to try again. Sift through their garbage! But really, we've got a problem here. Maybe I should just jack up my intelligence on the next one. So yeah, we're going to have Samara and the West Siberian Provisional Authority fight, but the Divine Mandate is definitely going to just rip through these Siberians here. Excuse me, Serbians. Alright, our man in Africa. So this is about Hans Huttig, who, let's read his thing. I kind of miss his just fuck my shit up haircut. Thought it was quite fitting. In all of the Reich, few names embody tenebrosity as stirringly as Reichskommissar Hans Huttig. Once the overseeing commandant of brutal extermination camps during the war, Huttig has devoted himself to ruthlessly fulfilling the National Socialist tradition over Ostafrika. Within labyrinthine camps of African slaves and burgeoning swaths of revolting tribes, he is seen a pernicious enigma of a Nazi horror and a mathematician of ruination. For Huttig himself, he prefers to see himself as the only German in Africa who sees the truth. Africa is a continent with a heart of utter darkness, and a fist of Damascus steel must crush her subhuman evil. Huttig's sworn loyalty to the Reich, domestic brutality, and organizational confidence has been proved time and time again. Yeah, we're getting the point here. Our man in Africa. Hans Huttig has always been an easy man to lead. A loyal servant to the Reichsführer since his career began, he shall continue to serve the Reichsführer SS's plan loyally until his last days, even if he does so completely unawares. Such is why following the Reich's triumph in Africa, when the lines of occupation are drawn, the Reichsführer SS pushed for him to be installed as Reichskommissar of the then newly formed Ostafrika. The time has at last arrived to reap the benefits of Huttig's appointment. As war rages in Africa, Huttig has begun to lose not only his temper, but his mind. This shall work beautifully. For every day the war drags on, and for every bullet of effort Ostafrika contributes, Huttig is driven closer and closer to a mental break which could cost the lives of millions, and perhaps perhaps even more. It is time to reach out to Huttig, to let him know that his Burgundian masters are soon to arrive with direct frontline support. Without a doubt, he will throw his forces into a frenzy once we arrive, to prove himself to the Reichsführer SS and to the Reich as a whole. And it is this frenzy which we hope to nurture into something much greater. Let us awake the beast. So he's going to get an event called the Message. Okay, check this out. Here's what we're going to do. We're gonna do a cut, and I'm gonna make a save file. Yeah. Now, hopefully, I don't think that this is gonna destroy things like with my Comey campaign, which I don't know if by the time you're watching this, if the Comey campaign is ongoing or finished, but the Comey campaign basically got to a conclusion. I was very clearly going to unify everybody, but when the save file broke, it's not a huge deal. Don't worry about it. And I'll go back and play Comey again sometime. You know, I should probably do that soon, actually, because I just heard through the grapevine that apparently the Comey dev left or something. So they did a pretty damn good job, I think. So I'm going to have to we do something in tribute to them. So anyway, I'm gonna do a cut here. What I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna make a save file right now, May 7th. Then I'm gonna tag over to Ostafrika, and then we're gonna read that message, and then we'll come back. Okay? Does that make sense? I'll see you then. All right, we're back. So for many long months, our men have fought and bled. So this is Huttig now. For many long months, our men have fought and bled in the fields and jungles of Africa, sacrificing all to maintain the supremacy of the Aryan man, even in this dark continent. At long last, this effort would appear to have garnered some attention. The Reichsführer SS himself, Heinrich Himmler, appears to have taken personal note of our bold struggle. Our friends in Burgundy have reached out to Reichskommissar Huttig himself, expressing their interest in sending direct frontline support to Ostafrika to aid us in this war of ours. Such news has thrown Huttig into a frenzy of preparation. In Quillemane, lavish events are being planned to appropriately host their Burgundian partners. Meanwhile, on the front lines, offensives are being drawn anew as Ostafrican forces prepare to deliver large blows to OFN forces, all in the hope of impressing their soon-to-arrive Burgundian comrades. We must prove our worth. Okay, so that was about it. Kindersoldat. Is that what I mean, what I think it is? Yep. 12 years old at least? No, let's make it 10. They can already take up a rifle. They'll learn, or they will die. Yeah, this is like in... do I want to spoil? Okay, I'm going to spoil a little thing. I'm not going to go into too many details about Legend of the Galactic Heroes. My favorite anime, by the way. But yeah, there's a part where somebody is having a whole family executed, but he says the cutoff date is 10 years old, because he says 10 years old is old enough, meaning like kill them, anybody who is 10 and up. And because he goes, 10 years old is when I swore my revenge. And anybody younger than that, if they want to come after me when they grow up, they're welcome to. Because he was getting revenge over some stuff anyway. Anyway, so we're going to... yeah, let's get back to Burgundy now. Just wanted to read that message. And we're back. So we're awakening the beast. So that seems to be the... Oh, wait, no, there's actually more we could do here. Unlock decisions for selling equipment on the black market. What's this? Out of the shadows... Huttig is a bold man, yet the brevity with which we require for our goals is far beyond what he has thus far displayed. We must embolden him and his African SS further so that there may be no doubt of conflict escalation, and nothing is more emboldening than strength, or rather the illusion of strength. We shall ship out some of our very own military forces to Ostafrika at once. From there, they will be directly deployed into the fray, where they shall no doubt perform with deadly efficiency. Seeing such professional forces in action upon their side will surely grant untold confidence to the Ostafricans, speeding their previously delayed efforts into motion. So, yeah, I guess we're going to have them go on the offensive here. I guess that's good. I like this. I like that they're advancing north of the Boer Republic. That's great. Don't actually take out the Boer Republic by any... yeah. Where's the music? Oops, how long's that been out? We're shutting it down. Stabilize South Africa. They'll grow more stable. They're less likely to give in so easily. Unexpected setback. Yeah, I know. Let's just go all in on our intelligence. Yep, their suspicion is through the friggin' roof now. Track the logistics. Time to really get fucked. Excuse me. Oh, I'm playing a genocidal maniac. I could say fuck. Alright. Igniting Huttig's rage. The lush jungles of West Africa are home to many things: exotic wildlife, tremendous sights, and an untold stockpile of chemical weapons. Lethal gases stockpiled throughout the final solution and conquest of Africa now rest securely within well-concealed warehouses throughout Africa. It is a source of limitless potential. If only Hutik's fragile rage were to be truly ignited, and his bountiful gaseous weapons unleashed with his rage, perhaps the South African skirmish could evolve in a true war to end all wars. We can aggravate Hans Hutik. It'll be unlocked and attempt to guide him into taking drastic measures. Sure. Let's do it. Okay, we gotta step on the gas, gas. Go on, break out the gas. Alright, that's Asian business, which means it's not ours. Okay. Poverty relief. I don't know how much this is actually helping, because I'm not getting other decisions. Oh man, there's just so much to do, but I'm kind of playing around in South Africa here, but soon, we're going to finally get some political power back. We might go ahead and do that Adam in our hands thing. Monthly skill worker growth will decline. Oh, that'll give me 50 political power. Of course, I still have to do this brutalist stuff, which is fun. Successful investigation. Finally, a dead end. We looked into the lead, but there was nothing new and interesting. Dang it, so we just wasted all of that for nothing. Oh, no, it's not for nothing. Look, we opened up a new thing. The Shelburne... Why did it say it was a dead end then? I guess maybe there could have been something that opened up this. The Shelburne safe house. Tracking the cargo coming out of the warehouse has led to an interesting discovery. All of it is being delivered to a hidden safe house located in the slums of Hoffinstadt, marked only with a small poppy decoration on the door. Intelligence reports that were taken from Germany during our separation show the building used to be a resistance safe house for downed pilots under the Shelburne line, and it appears as if this new group has co-opted and expanded it. While the discovery of this safe house confirms Resistances is not as dead as we thought, it also presents a unique opportunity to finally crack their defenses and end it once and for all. To achieve that goal, we have 3 options: stake out the building, track the residents, raid the building and secure it for ourselves. Oh, let's try raiding it. 1% chance. Oh my gosh. Wow. Alright, well, clearly we gotta do something. This, oh boy, that's bad. Shut down French schools. Always be shutting them down. The Committee for the Liberation of the Peoples of Russia has defeated the West Russian Revolutionary Front in a war. Samara unifies West Russia. I know nothing about these guys. From their starting position as despised collaborators holed up around Samara, the Russian Liberation Army, or ROA, has defeated every potential foe and united all of Western Russia. Little is known of the former collaborator army, except for its leadership, headed by General Vlasov. Rumors from the fleeing refugees detail one General Bunyachenko as Vlasov's second command, and his drive to maneuver the men of the ROA to revenge against Bolsheviks and Germans alike. The Reich has not commented on the rise of the Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia. No one knows how long Bunyachenko and Vlasov's little empire will stand, but the rise of a militarized Russia on its doorstep is sure to be an unwelcome development for the Reich, should it continue attempts at national reunification. The anarchy is winding down. Pretty much, yeah, we have our 4 here. Okay, igniting the rage. I don't know. What do we just build some things or whatever? We don't need to start building the refinement centers yet because we can't even build the uranium. Oh, this is the indoctrination stuff. Our ability to convert the French will be put to the test. Oh, shoot. We need to jump on this. How many more days do we have before they let them eat lead? Crap. 366 days. So we have a year. Let's say these cost a month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only need one of the following, though. 7, 8, 9. Okay. The French are not German. Our old brothers. Okay. What's going on here? Search for professors. More decisions to gain loyalty of the French. Unlocks decisions for converting states to Burgundian culture. Culture in quotation marks. Provided they are loyal enough. Dealing with the legions. Huh. Shoot. Which one? We're only going to have time to do one. The prospect of assimilation is prospect too daunting to warrant. We need to maintain strength and security. Our old brothers. The same Burgundy whose plains once created the French and Germans shall now see them become one and the same again. The ancestors of these Burgundians of old, the Charlemagnes of the history books, will look down upon us from the heavens of the warriors and small down, and all their children shall now labor together for common cause. I like the sound of that. Okay, so then... Jean Maubrin in every school. Decisions to gain the loyalty of the French. See, this stuff on the left seems to not do too much. I don't know. Damn. Decisions to gain loyalty of the French. I'd like to do these both if we can, but we simply do not have the time. Well, on the other hand, okay. This is simple math, right? We do... How many more days is it we've got? Damn, I wish I'd started this earlier. So we need 366 divided by 28. That's going to allow us to do 13 decisions if I don't get distracted by anything else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we can almost do all of these, actually. We just can't deal with the legions, which, whatever. That's actually kind of perfect then, I think. We might do like one less than... but you see, I want to get down here, but I also want to do the Authenticadat. Alright. The Ordensstaat is the only place where the Aryan race is protected. Its bloodlines kept rigorously pure. The Aryan may be born pure, but that does not mean they remain so. Just as the Untermensch must be taught that they are wretched, so the Aryan must be taught that they are pure. We must ensure that the future generations of the high and low races are made greater in rule and in service, and in glory and in humility, in strength and in silence, that the degenerate legacy of our forebears have left them. The SS culture has only been nominally within our purview, independent, blah blah blah, ignorance is an enemy. The mind is a battleground between what the weak proclaim true and what the strong know is correct. We must give our teachers every weapon we can to win this fight, for this is a battle for the soul of the Ordensstaat, and Aryans never lose. You know what, this does remind me of a time, and it's time that I was wrong. This is back in, I was still in the army, I was a little more of an aggressive dude, but I was arguing with this guy, and he was a bad person. Incidentally, he wasn't in the army. This was outside of it. But, yeah, I did pretty much pull the fight me if you're actually right, because he was a weak little bitch, and I knew I could have crushed him. That was wrong of me to do. Anyway, but it's okay. He was a bad person. Don't worry about it. I don't know what's up with him. Might be in a wheelchair by now. That's a whole other side story. Anyway, let's see here. This will enable national indoctrination. We may spend on decisions to make states loyal to Himmler. We will receive 50 national indoctrination to start off. We also gain a new national spirit, which will be influenced by our choices. So then I might not come down here to Authenticadat, because it might make them more loyal, but it seems like some of them are already turning. We've got a few of them here in the 60s. Yeah, but we're totally focusing on this now. Bildungsprogramm. In terms of our national focuses, we're going to still work on other things here. I'm still trying to get my stability up a little bit. Unexpected setback. Damnation. Let's go work on something else. What's up with Walloon? Scrambled radio signals. It appears as if listening in on Walloon's plans will be harder than anticipated. While attempting to place a bug on their local radio tower, we discovered they are using radio scramblers and other counterintelligence measures to safeguard their transmissions. The scramblers seem to only be activated when they are not using when they are not using, they are transmitting messages from outside their headquarters local systems, adding another piece of the puzzle. That sentence needs to be fixed. Obviously, this is something only done when there is something to hide, meaning that breaking through their cover would yield some groundbreaking evidence. To further this operation, we have 3 options. Interrogate them, track the source, or decrypt the intercepted but scrambled message to see if we can glean anything from them. Track the source. Oh my gosh, this sucks. By the way, incidentally, that dude I was talking about in the story, like, he was using physical violence as well against somebody who was weaker than him. So, there's always a bigger fish. It's like when Khrushchev started to bully England and France when they were bullying Egypt in that incident in the 50s, the Suez thing. Always a bigger fish, and at the time I was the bigger fish. Why is the freaking Walloons down here in like the main areas? I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Damn, that's a lot of laborers here. Let's move them out. Okay. And over here to Normandy, where they will be worked to death. There we go. Oh, and look who's we got some more officers ready to go. Let's put them here. Let's check. That police worker ratio marker on each of these is just annoying me now because it doesn't mean anything. Successful investigation. Nice! Alright. So, what's this? Looking further into Walloon's off-the-record operations has yielded the location of an old safe house, apparently one that was abandoned until Thiriot's takeover necessitated a place to hide the true work of the Legion. Located only a short while away from the secret headquarters, the safe house is continuously guarded by Walloon's shock troops and other security measures, implying that it holds something valuable. We have 3 options at our disposal to attempt to find out what that valuable something is. We could raid the safe houses with our guards in an attempt to stop them from destroying any valuable evidence inside, stake it out, or infiltrate with our deep cover operators in order to recover any evidence inside. Let's try a deep cut thing. Operation authorized. Not good odds. Okay. What are we researching now? Resource gain efficiency. That might not be the worst idea. But we've got political power again. And what we're going to want to do with it is we want to enrage Huttug. So that's going to take 75. It's going to take a while. We could just raise loyalty here. Mass arrests. We will become more popular. Unpopular though. Okay, move around SS officers. This will give us some Himmler support in areas. Just so much to juggle. There's just so much to do. Not to do. Gotta look around, check that everything's square. Unexpected setback. No, it was expected. That's interesting how we can go into the Netherlands, apparently. That could be a thing. Oh, shoot! I'm already wasting time with the national program. Alright, what's this event? The new history. The present chronicles of history are understood by the French as deeply flawed. They are the product of centuries of propaganda and revision of real history lies, meant to serve the interests of French nationalism and to demonize the Reich and deify the corrupt virtues presupposed upon the French people. Generations of lies have deluded the French of their true racial heritage, their true spiritual identity, and their true purpose as a people. Our task, succinctly, is to set the record straight. We will educate the children of the French countryside and re-educate their parents to the truth of not only their own history, but also the true state of the world. Italy ended up joining the OFN. Well, good for Bennett. That's actually real good for Bennett. I think. Wait, no, I don't care about that. Let's get this. Okay. Where was I? History, science, arts, and culture. They are deluded to the reality of them all, and it falls to us to shine the light upon their eyes, whether they would like to be shown it or not. Their misunderstandings will be rectified, and the most malleable of them will be reshaped into good Burgundian citizens, loyal servants of the state, and children of the Vaterland. The rest will have less desirable fates. Yeah, I think our best bet here is to find quote-unquote good French. See, there's no French in German. It's only the Aryan. It's like how when we did our Hyperborea run where we realized, no, it's actually the Slavs who are the master race. He who controls history. If we are going to cleanse the French of the Latin stain of Old Gallia, we must help them see the true, proud past of the Franks, the old Germanic conquerors who would eventually degenerate into the current Frenchmen. It is long past due to bury historical relics like Posthumus and Sigrias and focus on teaching the Untermensch of the conquering glory of Schleswig and Karl Martel. However, opinion Chodrig is an interesting guy because there's like a million ways to spell. It's like even Genghis Khan didn't have as many spellings of his name. However, opinions are divided on how to present the totality of French history. The most recent centuries will, of course, be quickly skipped through, since France was a slave of the great enemy in that time. While the mainstream view of the Office of Education is that we should disregard the time before Karl the Gross and showcase French history as a manner of slow decline of order and greatness because of the monarchs gradually intermarrying with the Latins and mongrelizing their blood until they became weak enough to be toppled by the Judo-Jacobins in 1789. The office of the Ahnerbern disagrees. Over the course of their research into the lost history of the Aryans, they believe to have discovered documents purporting the Jews engineered the splitting of the realm of Karl the Gross, bringing low the ancestors of the First Reich. Fascinating. This would certainly explain why the French failed to purge their Jews during the Crusades like the German counterparts. The Ahnerbern thus suggests that French history after the West Frankish lords turned their back on the German language and the culture in the 9th century should be quickly skipped through as an age of darkness prior to the light brought to the land by their long-lost German cousins in the 40s. To make up for the lost and approved curriculum, they instead suggest classes on the true Old Gaul of the Celts, mighty warriors believed to be of partial Aryan heritage before the Romans polluted their blood. What shall be our decision on the matter of the curriculum? What should it be indeed? So, do we want to increase straight up loyalty or increase susceptibility? Vercingetorix. I think I pronounced that right, yeah. Vercingetorix and Charlemagne. Okay, here's what's going to determine it. How is Sully in terms of loyalty? Our loyalty's already pretty high. It's 89. Nobody's even close. So yeah, we can't trust more recent history. Vercingetorix and Charlemagne it is. Vercingetorix. Yeah, I think it's 5 syllables. So we'll increase their susceptibilities. Alright, anyway. We can erase the degeneracy. We'll get 50 national indoctrination. Cleanse the mistakes. What's this new program? Yeah, I want to do the forcible conversion. So, erase the degeneracy. An accident of history. The Belgians have not existed long enough or enjoyed a great enough homogeneity to cultivate a true national ethos of their own. Instead, the French-speaking and Flemish-speaking peoples of former Belgium have their own conceptions of the world, similar to those of their linguistic neighbors. Is it the former of these, the Wallonians, for whom several efforts must... That's supposed to say it is, not is it, because that changes that turns it from a sentence into a question, so that's important that be fixed. Anyway, the same perversions endemic to the French also infect to varying degrees the French speakers of Belgium, and the descendants of the Belgae shall not be immune from our efforts to purify the minds of the Ordensstaat's more destitute people and turn them into proper Burgundians. So this actually reminds me of so one of my favorite breweries is Stone Brewery Company, which unfortunately for a couple of years has not been releasing. Because I live in Texas, they distribute in California, so a lot of and I live in El Paso, so it ain't like it's Dallas. Not a lot of the stuff gets distributed here. In fact, for good stuff, I sometimes, and even then it's still limited. I got to go over to New Mexico. But they used to have a Belgian IPA that they made, and it was called Cali Belgique. But they split in half the labels. So sometimes it would be it was half Flemish, half French. Hold on, I'm looking it up here. So here's here's a picture of it from their website. But it would be spelled different. Yeah. So it would be either Cali Belgique, so spelled Belgique, or you could it would be spelled Belgie with the umlaut over it. I don't know if they still brew it anymore. They certainly don't distribute it out here, but that's just how it is. They make a lot of good stuff, but unfortunately they only Only the IPAs make it out here, and I get it. It's a money thing. You gotta. It's like, why distribute to a faraway area from your home base if you don't know if they're gonna buy your stuff? So if you are gonna send stuff, send the stuff that sells, and everybody loves IPAs. But they don't take risks. Anyway, I'm getting off a tangent here. So we're gonna get national indoctrination. Their susceptibility will go up by 5. Let's see, move around SS officers. I don't really like this. Like, the amount of Himmler support overall stays the same, and we just lose indoctrination. Maybe once I'm, what do you call it? Once we get this Burgundian era irredentism, we could maybe, I don't know how it's going to work, but hopefully we could like make some states loyal, and that's just okay. Their culture has shifted now. Like, they're not French, so now we don't have to have as many officers stationed there as before, so we can move them around, and it'll hopefully become a cascade thing, which is kind of like Crusader Kings 2, where, you know, Crusader Kings 2, whenever you're changing culture, it's one of those things that it starts to build on itself, because we're going to talk some CK2 here now, but like the way it works is like, let's say this tile here, or like Picardin, like let's say we wanted to turn to all of this Burgundian, so like, and let's pretend none of it was Burgundian except for Ostaparis. So then, you know, you work hard, and then you've got like, you turn Mao Burgundian, and so now this area Picardin is getting influenced by both of these tiles neighboring them into becoming Burgundian, and so it cascades, and then if you get and then, you know, you get more, like, conversions lead to faster conversions, lead to more conversions, lead to faster conversions, etc., etc. And so, you know, it's a little difficult, but once you get going, you're really moving. Anyway, I'm Conquering History Games, and I will see you all next time. Do these all still need to be training? Probably not. Okay. See you next time. Bye.